Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more stories of quiet revenge and real-life wins you won't believe. She screamed loud enough that I could hear her through the open window of her truck. Dad, you need to come see this right now. Her voice shook. Fear, disbelief, maybe a touch of envy. That sound. People make it when their carefully constructed lies finally crumble under something too undeniable to ignore. I leaned against the black gate, arms crossed, watching her silver SUV idle by the curb. The same SUV my parents helped her buy. The one she flaunted after they handed her the down payment gift, the $100,000 for her new house, while lecturing me about learning responsibility. That was 2 years ago. 2 years of silence. 2 years of building something they never imagined I could. But to understand her scream, you have to understand what they destroyed first. My parents never said it outright, but it was always there. In their tone, in their glances. She was a golden child, the success who followed their script. Perfect husband, perfect degree, perfect Instagram life. I was the disappointment who didn't. When she got married, they wrote her a check. When I launched my own business, they said, "Be realistic." Still, I called. I visited. I forgave quietly until that dinner. Mom raised her glass, eyes shining. "We're so proud of you, sweetie," she said to my sister. "You've earned everything." Then Dad turned to me. "You could learn from her. You're 30 and still renting." The air left my lungs like I'd been punched. That night, I stopped trying to prove my worth. I stopped calling. The first year, they didn't notice or pretended not to. The occasional text, "Hope you're doing okay." By the second year, they started to hear whispers. They heard about a property outside of town, a mysterious investor buying land. They didn't know it was me. It started small, a fixer-upper farmhouse, an acre of land. I worked 16-hour days flipping one property, then another. Every profit folded into the next project. I didn't post online. I didn't brag. Silence became my camouflage. By the end of year 2, I wasn't just renting. I owned 4 homes and a construction company under a different LLC. Still, I didn't call until the day my sister's SUV stopped at the black gate. She must have been driving by with her kids, taking a shortcut. My property wasn't visible from the road. Tall hedges, fresh asphalt, a minimalist steel gate with no nameplate. But she saw me walk out of the garage. Her jaw dropped. The house behind me wasn't just a home. It was a statement. 3 stories of glass and stone. Architecture straight out of a magazine. Every inch designed as quiet revenge. "You live here," she whispered, disbelief cracking her voice. I smiled. "Own it." Her face drained. She scanned the land. New stables, 2 luxury cars, a guest house under construction. That's when her phone slipped from her hand. "Dad, you need to see this now," she shouted. They arrived that evening. I watched their car crawl up the driveway like trespassers. Mom stepped out first, that same strange church smile pretending nothing was wrong. Dad followed, stiff, suspicious. "Why didn't you tell us?" Mom asked, her voice equal parts sweet and sharp. "Would you have cared?" I replied quietly. Dad frowned. "We thought you were struggling." I said, "until I realized struggles only fuel people when they underestimate you." Silence. They looked around. The manicured lawn, the pool, the house glowing against a dusk sky. They searched for a way to fit me into their old narrative, but they couldn't. I didn't owe them an explanation. Still, I gave them one. "This property," I said, "was the first one I bought after you told me I'd never own anything. Every brick, every inch. It's mine. No help. No handouts." Mom's eyes flickered. "We didn't." "You meant it. You just didn't think I'd remember." I interrupted. Dad's voice cracked. "We did what we thought was best." I tilted my head. For her. Always for her. They asked for a tour. I let them walk through every polished room, every custom piece of furniture. My sister trailed silently, phone still in hand. In the study, Dad paused at the framed deed on the wall. The name glared back at him. T.C. Khan Holdings, LLC. "You? This is yours? All of it?" He stared at the signature. "Khan Holdings? that's been buying a property all over town. I nodded once. Mom's hand shook. We had no idea. That's because you never asked, I said. They left that night with few words. 2 weeks later, I heard from a neighbor that my sister was selling her house. Market crash, mortgage issues, her perfect life cracking at the seams. I didn't reach out. I didn't need to. Every time they drive past the old neighborhood now, they see my black gate standing tall, Con holdings etched in metal, a reminder what they gave away and what I built without them. People think revenge needs fireworks. It doesn't. Sometimes it's silence, success, a lock gate, and a last name they can't stop whispering. I never raised my voice. I never demanded an apology. I let them live long enough to witness, through their own failure, the consequences of underestimating me. And that, I've learned, is the kind of justice that lasts forever.